everyone, my name is Rachel Stivers, and I'm going to walk you through how to do your travel expense report for the 2025 Scholars Meeting. So you'll get all this information from me via your email, but I wanted to walk you through the documents and how to complete them and what you need to add versus what you just need to double check for the information I put in. So this is our travel expense report, or you'll hear it referred to as a TER very frequently. And this is what it looks like. So the first thing you're going to want to do is double check all the information and add any information that might be missing from this first box. So these two boxes right here, the B1 and E1 should be marked off. And then underneath should be your name and your address. Please make sure that I put it in and spelled everything correctly. And then you'll want to add your phone number here from columns C through G on row 6. So you'll add your phone number in there. The next thing you're going to do is double check that this information is in here. So this is our department and then my name and contact information. So just double check that that's there and correct. And then we'll get down to our travel information. So you'll see here, we're going to San Diego from October 2nd through 4th for the STEM Scholars Meeting. So please make sure that that information is in there as well. So next we're going to go to our section that explains our costs and our reimbursement. So the first thing you'll see is your mileage costs. So there's two ways that this can look. Either when you submitted your driving request, you were approved for a certain amount, which was included in your email, or you were approved to get reimbursed up to the cost of a comparable flight. This is an example of one of those where we pre-approve the mileage up to the cost of a comparable flight. So I just put $200 for an example. But if you had mileage, it would either be here. So let's say I would live 40 miles from the venue. It would do the calculation right there. So it would be $28. Okay, so that's what it would look like for your mileage. If you have any questions, please go back to your first email from me when you submitted your driving request or shoot me an email. I'm happy to walk through it with you. The next thing we're going to see on here for the next 3 lines is your meals that aren't provided at the meeting. So on the second, you'll see that we provide dinner for you at the meeting, but you'll have some funds to get some food on your way to the meeting. On the third, we provide you with breakfast and lunch, but you get $41 for your dinner costs. And then on the last day, we give you breakfast, and then you have some allowance to go ahead and get food on your way home. So people ask us a lot, what is a per diem? That's an amount that's determined by the government that we can reimburse you for your meals that aren't provided at meetings. So it's not an amount set by us, but it's determined by the government. And yeah, so for meals, you don't need to provide any receipts because you'll be getting these flat costs, flat reimbursements. So you don't need to submit any receipts for your meals. Okay, the last line here is going to be the one you're going to need to fill out. And I just put in an example here, but that's your parking costs. So you're going to want to put that in column H, row 19. So you'll see that I label the line for you, but you need to put in your parking costs. So I just put in $200 again. So for anything that is not meals, that costs over $50, you do need to include a receipt. So for parking, you are going to need to include a receipt. So please make sure that you get it before you leave the hotel. Okay. So once you've done all that and everything looks good, you're going to want to sign this document. And how you're going to do that is you're going to make it into a PDF, which you'll see I've done here. Okay. And so this should look exactly the same. And then you're going to go ahead and add your signature. And how you're going to do that, I'll delete this and show you again. How you're going to want to do that is just like how you did your W-9. So a reminder, if you haven't done your W-9, you need to do so. But you're going to hit this little pen icon here. You're going to add your signature, which if you don't have one, you'll just hit add and then type it in, but it becomes a little stamp. And you'll stamp it in. And then for the date, I use the initials box to do that. You can type it in regularly if you want, but it's up to you. So I'll just do today's date. And then hit apply. And again, it works like a stamp. Okay. So you're gonna go ahead, once this is done, and save it and upload it to a link I'm gonna send you. Well, I will have sent it to you at this point, but you'll upload it here to where it says STEM Scholars Meeting completed TERs, okay? You're also in this box going to want to include any receipts that you have. So for example, your parking receipt. Please make sure that you put your name in the file name for your receipt so I know whose it is, okay? Awesome. So that's the first part of your expense report. The second part, we'll go ahead and just minimize that. The second part is what is called a direct deposit authorization form. So this is what it looks like, and I'll walk you through how to do it. So the first thing is going to be your name, your address, your phone number, and your email address. So please make sure all of your information is there. The next thing you're going to want to do is indicate what kind of account you're going to want your reimbursement put into. So I just highlighted checking. Then you'll put your bank's name. So I put Bank of America, the address of your bank, again, city, state, the full address, please. And then your routing number and your account number. If you don't know what these are, most folks have an app for their bank and you can just search for your routing number and your account number. Or some banks, if you search direct deposit, will pull up like a page with a check looking thing on it and it will tell you the information. The other thing you can do if you have a paper check is you can look on your paper check and it'll tell you that information. Okay. The last thing you're going to want to do is sign and date. So this is a little different on how this is built up. You might have to configure a new digital ID, but I already have one, so I'm just going to use the one I have. Okay. So I'll save the document here. Okay, so you'll see that my signature now is appearing, and then I'll put in the date. Okay, so then you'll save that as a PDF and you'll put it into the other Dropbox account that I have sent you in your email. So it will say completed direct deposit forms. Please make sure that your name is in the file name, so I know whose it is, okay? So once you've done that, everything will already be done, so you're good to go. Once you've submitted all of your paperwork, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks for everything to be processed. So please wait and see if, just double check that your account, that it's on there in that time frame. And if it's not, you can email me at rstivers@AAAS.org and I'm happy to check for you. Okay, thank you all so much for watching and please let me know if you have any questions.